just a few seconds away from the formal introductions of the players and the starting lineups more specifically. On your screens, we have the new team that will be showing their wares. Should be interesting what kind of system they will bring. I'm sure Neil will be able to spot the strengths and weaknesses, whatever they bring to the fore here.
Yan ang abangan natin. After the first set, most probably makikilala natin kung ano yung sistemang ipapakita ng CHICHI DHTSI Titans.
Alam mo, may mga surprises din eh. Kung malay natin doon sa Santa Rosa dati, di ba? Bigla na, uy, strong young team. And where we got Jade Disquitado, di ba? So may mga surprises tayong manggagaling sa mga iba't ibang team. Nag-hello sa amin ng mga official, nagdadasal na hindi 5 sets ito. Sige, turn over to venue announcer. Venue announcer, salita ka na.
Thank you po. Oy, one ka. One ka nga.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the two national referees officiating match number 1. Our first referee, Fernando Velarde. And our second referee, Joven Racelis. And now let's meet the starters. First for the CHICHI Brotherhood Titans. Outside spiker number 5, team captain Bea Sorio. Opposite hitter number 3, Matt Miguel. Setter number 7, Ferdy Deniega. Outside spiker number 13, Tantan Alicante. Middle blocker number 16, Rafi Del Pilar. And the other middle blocker number 19, J.M. Lim. Starting libero number 25, Carlo De La Cruz. Head coach for the Brotherhood Titans is Roberto Obed Javier. And now the starters for the Navigators, Iloilo. Center number 3, team captain Kim Dayan Dante. Outside spiker number 2, Kyle Villamore. Middle blocker number 7, JV Sumagaysay. Outside spiker number 11, Wawa Camposano. Middle blocker number 14, Res Nursidik. Opposite hitter number 18, Meds Gampon. Starting libero number 1, Rick Adao. Head coach for the Navigators is Boyet Del Moro.
If you look at the names of the team from the Navigators, it's almost like a national team that you have there. Some players who have had stints with our national squad. And some up-and-coming names that I'm sure we'll get to know in the days ahead in this tournament. I can imagine yung nervyos nitong CHICHI the night before, and the excitement being on television, being on social media.
First game jitters, first set jitters would probably be seen. But again, there are some names na may experience na in this type of league. Jonathan Sorio is the captain and outside hitter from CHICHI DHTSI. And as for the Navigators, this is a stacked lineup. You can see Ben San Andres still in the bench, hindi pa ginagamit. And we know that he is a prolific scorer, not just in college, but also here in the Spikers turf.
Yep, and he has been a part of our mythical teams as well. In the meantime, that should feel good for CHICHI as they obtain their very first point in the Spikers turf. They're asking the players to behave on the bench. Huwag ka mag-stretching dyan.
Kailangan na within that box.
Ganun. Alam mo naman volleyball, napaka-prim and proper. Gampong is denied. Adao, however, kept in play, and the head is used to return the ball. Double block is on. Alam mo, lakas ng blocking nitong Navigators, ha? One of their strengths, actually. Back row. It's, he went over the line.
This is a slow start for the Navigators. Back-to-back unforced errors to give CHICHI DHTSI a 2-point lead in the opener.
Deniega will be serving. Good twisting set, one-handed pickup. Yan, alam mong naglalaro itong Chi-Chi eh. Hindi naman lulusob yan nang wala sa kondisyon. Oh. Kulang sa laro. I'm sure batak din sa laro yung mga yan.
Fundamentals are already there. We can see their floor defense shining so far in the first set. Just defending well against the attackers of the Navigators.
After a while, Neil, gusto mong lumaban sa iba, try to test how good you are. And there, Sumagaysay doing what he does best, block.
That is a different problem altogether for Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Edward Camposano and JV Sumagaysay conniving for that kill block.
Alam mo naman si Sumagaysay, yan ang kanyang pride to deny entry of all those who want to enter. You have no password, no entry. Good cross-court attack.
Blocking a little bit loose from the DHTSI Titans. Only a single block against Mats Kampong.
They will realize that you need more than a single block to deny teams that are so seasoned. In the meantime, the third unforced error by the Navigators. Alam mo din, we've learned in sports that you cannot take any opponent lightly. You must respect whoever they are, whatever experience they bring, because they could pull a surprise. Camposano attacks. Nice thing. There's a touch in the net. It will be a point for Chi-Chi DHTSI.
That will be the third unforced error registered by the Navigators. So they have given up a lot of free points here in the first set.
Titans lead by 1. Camposano strikes, and it's a net touch by Camposano.
Net violation this time called on Camposano.
Adao gets to it. The reverse set. Oh, good job by the libero, keeping it in play. Over set. And that's outside. Another unforced error.
That was a gift coming from the DHTSI Titans, but the Navigators were not able to put that ball away.
We've got an early challenge here.
It's a net touch challenge from the Navigators.
And do we have a quick decision? Wala pang decision.
I believe that challenge will be denied. They only have 8 seconds to put up that challenge
it was
card. They
late,
missed
huh? It was
their
late,
window
huh?
of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, you have to do it right away. Kasi the referees can't wait forever for it. In the meantime, quick down the middle. Sumagaysay takes care of that one with a flourish.
Better conversion rate from JV Sumagaysay. He has registered 2 points so far. Kung mapapansin natin, hindi pa ganun kabigat yung sinaserve ng Chi-Chi DHTSI. So, the Navigators have to pounce on that opportunity
Correct.
to get more points on attacks.
Kept in play by Miguel. That is a double block on that attack. One more time around the block. Still excellent floor work by the Navigators. High off the net, high off the blocks. This will work finally, and he finally does it on the third try.
Miguel getting it off the hands of the blockers. And as a lefty, you can be creative in choosing your angles from the opposite side of the court.
Binalik nung setter, hindi naman nabablock. Eh. Sige, basta na hindi nabablock, paulit mo ulit. Tough set.
Another tight set coming from the Dante. Mats Campo couldn't do anything about that.
We arrived at the first technical timeout score at 8-4. Our rookie team, our new team, is ahead by 4.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Just to introduce our new team better, the Chi-Chi DHTSI Brotherhood Titans. Even if they are a new team here in the Spikers Turf, 2017 pa lang, magkasama na ang mga to as part of the San Juan men's volleyball team. Besides Jonathan Sorio and Jolas Lopez, bago ang lahat ng players nila sa Spikers Turf, and this is their first big tournament. Pero kwento ng team owner nila, subok ang team na to sa barangayan, subok na din ang samahan nila, and so the biggest challenge for them here in their debut game is to adjust from the playing style in the streets to the playing style in the big league. Simple lang ang naging pabaon ng coaching staff sa players, and that is first impressions last. And so the goal for them today is to make a good one. Sir Seven Neil.
Thank you, Doreen. Pero alam mo, ang dalat nitong DHTSI, kung galing Kali, angas yung dala niya.
Yeah.
At hindi dapat ibasta-basta ng mga kalaban nila rito. Thank you for that report.
Diskarte din, yan din ang madadala. And you can see kung gaano kalawak yung volleyball community. The LGUs have built their own volleyball teams as well.
I think we also see that in the PNBF when we do those tournaments. We have young players, college level players. In the meantime, it's a 9-5 early lead by our new team. On two we go. That's a touch, that's a check ball. No, it's not. It's outside. Will you challenge?
No challenge,
No challenge.
from Chi-Chi.
At sanay din ng walang challenge yan. Di ba? Di ba, kukunin natin sa paspasan, hindi na natin i-challenge yan. It takes some getting used to, actually. Diniega with the set. Kept in play cleanly. Oh, net touch. Net touch, yes. Nanggigil.
We saw that net touch from Del Pilar.
At masyadong malaking regalo. Oh, sobra. Pinalalagpas niya sa block eh.
So clear that there was a net violation. Lead is down to 2.
Good floor defense so far. And Ado says, we've got that too. And that'll work. Villamor with a clean connection.
Now we can see a better flow from the Navigators. And a while ago, they were so error-prone. 6 unforced errors to start set number 1, but now they're getting clean attacks, getting past the defense of Chi-Chi DHTSI.
Pat Villamor, of course, played for San Sebastian. In the meantime, that serve is too much, too long. 9-8 tally here in the first. Miguel is all set to serve. No, it's wrong. It's Alicante. In the meantime, back to the attack. And that'll work. They get it down the line.
Rashnur Siddiq is also one of the holdovers from the Open Conference. I believe he was the best middle blocker.
Here's Nur Siddiq. Kept in play. Good combination. Nice play being, and we have a tied score, a back row.
So the libero set that ball up, and the rules say na pag nasa front line ang libero at overhead niya pinasa yung bola papunta sa kakampi niya, they cannot attack the ball.
Okay, yeah. The limitations yung pwedeng gawin ng libero.
Dapat
Here,
underhand.
yes. The push into the middle, but it's kept alive. Villamor with the dink. Del Pilar gets a stretch on it. Whoa, such power. And that's going to be a point.
It was a judgment call from the Danten Sumagay side. The set was a bit far from the net, so they decided na iwan na lang yun for the defender.
De La Cruz trying to clarify what he did wrong earlier. Villamor loading up down the line. Some very, very ferocious action being displayed by both sides. Then Niega with the set. Oh, that should make the corner. Yes, sir.
Yep, there was a check ball, and Soria also found that corner pocket open in zone 1. They're trying to keep their distance here to get the opening frame against the Navigators.
Kasi it will be good for their confidence. No matter what happens the rest of the way. We're going to have a timeout, I believe. Sorry, it's a challenge.
This time it's a block touch challenge.
It's also an opportunity to sort of gather the troops without calling a timeout, actually. And we've learned to get accustomed to that over the years that the challenge has been enforced in the volleyball world. Again, you're watching our reinforced, ano ba tayo? Reinforced, ano bang conference ito?
Invitational.
Invitational. Nalilito na ako kung anong tawag ko minsan. Invitational.
Last time it was the open conference, now it's the invitationals.
Ito muna, block touch ba tayo? Sampung mga daliri.
Oh, there was no block touch.
Wala. Layo, ano? So?
But was the ball inside? So that's the next question. I guess it was outside because the point is awarded to the Navigators Iloilo. Successful challenge.
Okay. So that'll work.
Now tied at 11 apiece.
Here we go with Diadante. After a slow start, the Navigators beginning to groove here. And Sumagaysay, of course, one of the stalwarts of the UST team. 12-11 count. Oh, good cross-court attack.
Osorio recognizing the hands of JV Sumagaysay. Just targeting that sharp cross-court angle.
Taga San Juan pala talaga ito si Osorio. Started playing at around 10 years old. Been a while. And he's been an MVP sa San Juan. This is the joy of this tournament. We're extracting talent from everywhere. Here we go. The serve, too strong.
They're nearing the double-digit mark in terms of unforced errors.
See, itong
Talking about the
Navigator,
Navigators, that is concerning, but maaga pa naman, so they can still make a lot of adjustments as we progress through this game.
Niloload up na nila ang serve nila. In the meantime, may tawag. Net touch. Alam mo kung minsan nanggigigil ka, Neil, yung net nakakalimutan mo eh. Pagbaba mo, pagtaas mo, pagpalo mo, pagblock mo. Ayun. Yun, dampi lang, pero yun. Daniaga's not a bad setter. Maganda siya magbigay ng bola. Gandang palo nito! Oh! Nag-away sa possession si Miguel at si Daniega. Si Miguel should have realized it's a second ball.
And pag hindi tumawag yung setter na magpapatulong siya, you should leave that second ball.
If I were Daniega, sisigawan ko siya, alis dyan. Which is done by setters, ha? Akin yan! Sumagaysay. Camposano is short on that attempt.
Set was already too low from Sumagaysay. Camposano just forced the issue there, resulting into that error.
Parang nahiya siya kay Sumagaysay. Kesa naman push over ko lang, paluin ko na. Ito, dikit po ito. The Navigators have a slight lead. Look, almost a lucky break there. But Chi-Chi doing a good job of accounting for itself here in the first set. They had several leads. Combination play down the middle. No sitting. We're going to have a second technical timeout. We'll return very quickly.
So yung pinaka-mindset po ng Team CHICHI na makapag-perform po kami lahat ng maayos and hopefully magamit po lahat ng mga players para at least ma-experience po ng lahat na makapaglaro sa Spikers. Ako po yung pinaka nagiging bosses namin sa loob ng court. Lagi ko silang pinapaalalahanan na magtiwala sa mga kakampi kasi kami-kami lang din naman yung magtutulungan.
Alam mo, sa ingay at sa bilis ng volleyball, may talagang familiar voices ka maririnig eh, di ba? Pag hindi mo nadinig yung boses ng parang leader nyo, parang kayong lost eh. Palo, di ba? Simpleng ano lang, palo, sa'yo, akin, di ba? Yan ang mga keys sa larong ito. I like Diniega so far. He's been setting extremely well. Maganda siya mag-set. And that's something they can carry into the tournament. Huh? We have new players setting forward. On the court, Mosera is number 4 and Lopez is number 11.
CHICHI DHTSI will have a full front line with Lopez as their outside or opposite hitter. Mosera will be calling the shots as the setter.
Oh, right in front. Mosera, that's the way nila, no? Malamig pa yung kapapasok lang, doon mo padala yung bola. Ayan.
Look at how Dayan Dantes split the blockers. Actually, it was a free hit for the Navigators. And sometimes yung mga setters, they're very vocal dun sa pasa na gusto nila. They would ask for a pass na dapat lumapag sa specific location. Sometimes they would want it all the way to the left pin para mabato nila dun sa opposite side of the court. So it will free up the attacker.
So kung minsan pag senya sa t-shirt niyan eh, sa jersey, that's where it happens. Dante asked for something. He now will go to Villamor, who found the open spot.
Well, he had nowhere to go dun sa down the line angle.
Yeah.
So he saw the opportunity to go sharp cross.
Napapo na itong Chi-Chi sa 16. Ha? Norsidic serving, who is originally from Tawi-Tawi. That will stay down. Hindi masama maglaro itong Chi-Chi. Alam mong batak eh. Hindi ka naman maglalakas ng loob lumaban dito kung wala kang baon eh.
And ang maganda dito sa CHICHI DHTSI, buo na siya lang kinuha. Wala nang tryout. So you don't need to worry about the gelling. Kasi in San Juan, they've been playing together for a really long time, as mentioned by Doreen.
Yes.
So konting ano na lang eh, polishing na lang from the coach.
Babatakin sila ng mga teams dito. Ito, down the line. Perfectly done. And Villamor beginning to percolate here.
It's all about finding opportunities at the right time. Set was close to the antenna, so it was a good decision for him to just hit that down the line.
And yung down the line commitment yan. Either you do it, you connect, or you don't. That's blocked. Kept alive, but they run out of chances. Ito na, diniina na sila ng the Navigators. It's 20-17. Timeout taken by the Titans. Let's tune in.
Sige, bumitin.
O sige,
Ay, sa baka.
tatlo lang yan. Kunin muna natin sa pasa. Kung hindi natin makakuha sa pasa, tarabayin natin sa ibabaw, ha?
Go, 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 go.
It's all part of the game. There will be instances na mabablock ka, but when that happens, support should be there.
Correct.
So dahil alam nga ng CHICHI DHTSI na malakas sa blocking itong Navigators, they could put emphasis on the coverage behind the attackers. Because so far, yun talaga yung aspect ng game ng Navigators. Ang lumalabas eh, dun sila kumakawala dun sa score.
Sa akin, doon ko nakikita yung difference ng college o UA play laban sa Spikers turf, yung support, yung other things that matter. Kung minsan sa college, nakakalimutan yung support underneath eh. Samantala, ang score natin, 20-18, balik ang mga regular starters. Deniega is all set to serve. Oh, Sumagaysay foiled, but he makes it a set. Medyo mababa, pero yung nicely dug over. They will go to the Navigators.
The set was just too low for Miguel. This is where execution comes into play. When you get a free ball from your opponent, you have to be able to deliver good passes, good sets, and of course, clean attacks.
We have a challenge on the floor. Overall, so far, Neil, anong basa mo sa laro ng Titans na nadala nila rito?
So far, so good. The fundamentals are there. I guess in terms of combination plays, wala pa tayong masyadong nakikita. And that's something that they can explore as we progress. But ang napapansin ko kay Deniega, he's trying to establish different types of tempo pagdating sa set
good point,
plays niya.
As we check out this challenge, looks like meron.
Yes, there was a block touch. The point will be awarded to CHICHI DHTSI.
Challenge is successful.
They're just down by a single point.
19-20.
So Deniega will start to serve. Up, 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 up. Whistle. Napaka-discipline ng volleyball. No? Ayaw nilang tumatambay yung mga players do sa rails. Deniega. Oh, that won't go high. And that's taken care of. Hindi maitaas ng Titans yung bola. Watch this. They get blocked there, and they're unable to get another chance.
Point was already awarded to the Navigators Iloilo, so hindi na nila kailangan i-pull up yung challenge card.
Kuminsan yung mga assistants late, eh. Di ba? Or, mukha bang challenge, hindi sigurado, tumachacha, no? I-step back. In the meantime, the push to the back row kept in play. The attack by Camposano on a cut shot. It becomes a set. Miguel fires and it's blocked away. Yeah.
So there was a check ball.
Yeah.
Confirmed by the first referee. Point will go to CHICHI DHTSI.
Alam mo, pag naglaro ka nitong volleyball, kailangan matapang ka to begin with, ano? Di ba? You can't enter it with the mindset na mas malakas yung kalaban. Alam, pakita mo na you deserve to be in the game. That punches through!
That is the aggressiveness that you mentioned a while ago. And now, we are tied at 21 all as the Navigators call for time.
Hindi pinapalo ng diretso. Para tumama lang at bumaba. Ha? Huwag naman masyadong extend yung kamay dun sa ibabaw. Yun lang, tama lang yung sa bola. Wala namang malakas sa talon eh. Wala namang mata sa talon. Yun lang. Ha? Come on. Hey, Nabi! Go!
There we go. Nakatuwa itong number 13 ng CHICHI, si Matthew Miguel. Ang kanyang idol ay si Napet ng France. Why not? Very, very athletic. Very gutsy. French player. Oh, yes, sir! That'll count. And Lim denies the entry.
And the HTSI Titans will get a 1-point lead in the tail end of set number 1. 1-on-1 against Sumagaysay. What a block.
Oh, blocked again. Now they're beginning to realize that they have to block to stay in the match here.
At this point, the attackers have to adjust because single block naman yun ang inibigay ni Dayan Dante. But look at that. Edward Capusano still chose to hit that cross court. Zone 1
Yeah.
was way open. There'll be a change in setter for the Navigators. Lopez will be the orchestrator in the next few rallies.
Yep, Jerome Lopez. There he is. Sumagaysay flying on the combination play. The attack is neutralized. Oh, yes, sir! May bilis. May angas yung palo na yun. Suddenly, watch this again.
Broken play already from DHTSI, but Miguel was able to put it away, and now they're at set point.
Pasa lang muna tapos Ayan, si Moy dumiskarte, ha? Hey, Nabi!
Alam mo, kuminsan sa laro, ano, ang para kung basketball, una mo tinitingnan ng point guard. Sa volleyball, ang una mo titingnan yung setter. Sa si Deniega, hindi masamang setter. Ang ganda niyang maglatag ng bola. At saka yung first ball na binibigay, sa kanya, maayos din naman. So, nakaka-atake sila. So, you're right, ha? And the basics are down pat for this team born and raised in San Juan. Set point now. And the chance to close it out. Yes! Yes! What a way to introduce themselves to the Spikers turf.
25 to 21, Miguel dealing the final blow against Edward Camposano. Very convincing win from the newcomers in the DHTSI Titans.
And now it will be up to the Navigators to regroup, to get their strings together, to play better music in the second set. So we'll take a short break here. Chi-Chi DHTSI caught the Navigators at the home stretch of that opening set and turned it around. They went home with a 25 to 21 take of that first set.
Matthew Miguel paced all scorers. He is now the top scorer for both teams. 7 points in set number 1, followed by Jonathan Sorio with 4. And as for the Navigators, it has been Villamor with 5 and Sumagaysay with 4. The Navigators have edged out the Chi-Chi DHTSI Titans in blocking, but when it comes to team play, I would say na yung simplification ng paglalaro nasa side ng
That's a good point,
Chi-Chi.
huh? Yeah.
Kasi we didn't see a lot of combination plays, but yung mga basics nila from the wing attackers to their middle blockers have worked for them.
Yeah.
So I guess sometimes simplicity works in the sport of volleyball. 13 attacks, they even edged out the Navigators in that department, which is surprising. And yun nga, marami rin pala silang naitala na blocks. They match the output of the Navigators. Hindi lang natin nakikita siguro sa stats yung mga rebounds na nakuha ng the Navigators. And as for the errors, look at the 9 errors from the boys in blue.
Actually, nung start pa lang napansin mo na kaagad na maraming unforced errors yung team from the Navigators. So maybe that also accounted for some of the things that pull them apart. And Barbie San Andres will excite us and thrill us with his high wire act here. Fun to watch always, fun to cover. Number 16 of Chi-Chi is on the floor for the first time. No, he's been there since kanina, Rafael Del Pilar. But he will give way for the libero for now. So maybe wake-up call yan para sa the Navigators because I think they allowed themselves to lose out on hindi sinasadya but they lacked a certain pull in the end game of the first set. Here we go. Second set is underway. Glad you're with us for the Invitational Conference, and the first point belongs to the Titans.
And momentum is clearly on the side of the Chi-Chi DHTSI Titans, starting off this time with a set to the middle blocker. Gumagana na si Matthew Miguel. So it's now time for Diniega to activate the others and make sure na hindi manlamig yung mga kamay niyan.
So for Diniega has been able to set even with broken passes. Oh, Sumagaysay soaring about the net and knocking that down.
Free hit from JB Sumagaysay. Yeah, built that connection over time.
Tama si JB, pagkalaban mo sa net, huwag kang tumingin, baka matalo ka sa titigan.
Sanay na sanay yan.
Oh, that's a nice serve that found that gap on the side of the Titans.
You know,
Watch this.
It's harder to deliver that type of serve, jump serve, pero sakto lang yung power.
Parang kinat niya at the last moment nung pagbitaw niya.
Compared to delivering a strong jump serve, mas mahirap yung soft touch
Because in flight ka na, yung decision making mo, am I too strong, am I too short, will I make it or not? Miguel is now marked. He'll wallop again. And Rick Cadao sprawls on the floor. Oh, that'll count right through the middle.
Villamor is emerging to be the best option for the Andante.
Kyle Villamor connecting there. Here comes Barbie again. Nips the net, but we're in play. That was already on the ground.
We heard the ball drop in front of San Andres.
Ang hirap pa rin bantayan ng Kaliwete, no? I mean, when we watch the Mylene Paats and the other lefties, you don't know where the hand will fly or come from for that matter. Alam mo naman Kaliwete. Oh, but that's a good counter that works. Kyle Villamor beginning to simmer here.
If there's one thing siguro na napansin ko na pwedeng ma-improve ng Chi-Chi DHTSI, it would be their blocking in terms of reading the setter. Kasi medyo madami na tayo nakikitang single block coverage on their end. And we know that in the Spikers turf, it's imperative for you to be able to set up at least a double block against strong attackers like Villamor, San Andres, Sumagaysay.
And the others from Signal later on. And the Ribisco team, of course. In the meantime, JM Lim is all set to serve. Alicante had the point earlier. Oh, yes, sir. Perfectly done. Gapong.
That was Alicante's man to guard. When you have three attackers in front of you, tapos tatlo din yung attackers na nasa side nyo, usually you shadow the person in front of you. But Alicante didn't jump for that instance.
Problemado, ginawa ng paraan. Joust at the nets, may sumabit. Sumabit si Gampong. Or Diadante.
Diadante, yes. Yeah. Net violation. They still have a 1-point lead.
Alam mo, kung mahaba ang laro, a grind out, pabor dito actually sa Chi-Chi. They're blocking. That's on target.
Pilar will introduce himself here in the second set with that kill block. I'm not so sure, but I believe he played for LaSalle in college. Maybe we can check that later on. And Dante will choose Villamor.
You're so good, partner. You're right.
If my memory serves me correctly.
Naglaro din siya sa Coast Guard. Tapos, yes, naglaro na sa De La Salle. At siya yung taga Quezon City East at 6'3", 6'4". Alicante denied. De La Cruz will make it a set. Alicante gets people to touch the ball before selling out.
Yan yung diskarte na sinasabi natin. The three-man block was already established in front of Alicante. And pinataas niya lang talaga yung tama niya dun sa bola para tumama dun sa fingertips ng blockers.
Cut serve there. Oh. Problematic, but they make do. Here comes Soria. Walis, pero masyadong malinis on the other end. Walang naiwalis doon.
He knew it. There was no check.
Parang paglipad ni Soria. Bakit ko lang sumabay? Nursidek all set to serve. Down the middle.
Pass.
Yep, nakita. San Andres gets going, scoring wise, and we will hit the first technical timeout of your second set. It's a 1-0 lead so far by the new team. CHICHI DHTSI took the first.
Here in the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. When I spoke to the coaching staff of the Navigators Iloilo earlier, nakwento nila na ibang Mads Gampong talaga ang nakikita nila after his stint with Signal. Mas gigil and mas all-out sa training at sa laro. At sabi nga ni Mads, the hunger to prove is definitely there, not just because of his short stint with Signal, but also because of his age. Mads says he worked so hard on conditioning before this conference because he wants to show what he can do, even if he is the oldest in the team. Of course, the coaches are also banking on that drive for Mads to lead them to hopefully a deeper run this conference. Sir Sevenil.
Thank you very much, Durin Suay Baguio. In the meantime, this action in the second set continues as it is now, it should be, wow, look at this. The Navigators have a 3-point lead. But they had a lead also in that first set, but it didn't last very long as the Titans suddenly gathered themselves together. Here comes the toss by Sorio. From the rear. Oh, good stoppage downstairs, but not in the proper direction. Miguel had good arms, but couldn't control it.
We felt the power from that hit of Mads Gampong. Right now, the Navigators are targeting Sorio on the receiving end.
Yeah, I noticed. You're right.
Para mawala siya sa attack formation. That's a better pass from Chi-Chi, but
that middle area is now
no flight zone.
No, that's the right word. I was about to say the same thing, but you said it better. And that is controlled. That airspace is now controlled by the Navigators.
It was San Andres getting that block against the taller Del Pilar. Another broken play from Chi-Chi.
Sorio gets a break with the help of the net. He'll take that.
Badly needed break point for Chi-Chi.
And we'll go with the serve of Rafi Del Pilar. Two players grapple with it. Lumipad si Barbie. Twisted in the air now. Sorio. Nope, it won't bite. They feel they will challenge. I sense it.
Block block touch challenge put up by the coaching staff of the Navigators.
Here's the challenge. By CHICHI Brotherhood in the last play for block touch.
Stricto yung ating first referee. Bawal makiusyoso yung iba. Tama naman yan. That's the way they do it. On your screens, si Coach Javier. Umiikot na rin yan si Coach Javier. Marami na rin napuntahan yan eh. I think I've seen him also
I think he was the
PBL. Yeah.
He was or he is the coach of the Arellano Lady Chiefs.
I think so.
As far as I remember. There was no block touch. That will be an unsuccessful challenge. So the Navigators have done a good job in taking out Sorio.
Navigators trying to tie up the match. They lost the first set by 4 points. This serve taps the net. Oh, good counter, Lim.
Look at the adjustment made by Deniega. A while ago, they were going to the simple A-quicks, pero nakatayo nga lang yung blocker ng the Navigators. So it was the right decision to change to that B-quick play.
Barbie gets trapped here. Deniega. Soria is denied. De La Cruz gets a hand on it. That will punch through. Adam and company can't handle it, and the point will belong to the Titans. So we're trying to roar back into the second set.
That is one thing we love about Sorio. Kahit na mablock siya or mag-error siya, he will still be an option for CHICHI DHTSI.
Which is a good lesson for those of you who play this game. You know, getting blocked, part of it. They get a point via the block. And they come within 2. Coach Del Moro has seen enough for the meantime. He wants to regroup.
Yung middle nila, hindi naman yung ganun. Gagawin pala mabilis lang. Kuhaan nyo na.
Okay, we lost the tail end of the audio there, but Coach Del Moro pointing out some weak spots that they could capitalize on. So the Navigators have a slight lead here in the middle portion of the second set. Deniega will continue to serve for Chi-Chi DHTSI. Dante with the set. Oh, wicked shot. Very wicked shot. Zero tempo yun. Watch this again.
So Magaysay sold that so well, got the commitment of the middle blocker of CHICHI. Talagang binuksan niya yung ere para kay Ben San Andres.
In the meantime, San Andres, that serve does not work. Hey, this is close. This is undecided. Sorio will serve. Oh, right down the middle. Into the heart of that D.
Again, no blocker in sight for CHICHI DHTSI. It has happened multiple times. And ang priority naman ng middle blocker is yung kaharap niyang middle blocker. So if madiliman siya para ma-block yung outside or opposite, hahabol na lang yan.
The Navigators grapple with the possession. Here we go. Oh, sweetly done. Hey, Miguel is a prolific scorer. I think he's in double digits. He should be in that area.
I believe he's at 10. ng maganda kay Miguel. Hindi rin siya mapili when it comes to sets.
Good
Pag
point.
naiangat na yung bola, he will just try his best to score off the defense of the Navigators.
Oh!
Piping hot hit from Mads Kampong.
Right down the middle there. Watch this. Lumusot eh, oh. Sabi ng Waze, daan ka sa highway. Sabi ko, ayoko nga. Skinitang gusto ko. Doon dinaan. Alicante. San Andres. Nice stretch downstairs. Good set. Good read by Alicante, but better read on the other end. Oh, butas.
Smart play from Villamor. Got it at the highest point. Just use that wrist action to get to that hole.
And we arrive at the second technical break. We will have more Spiker Stir action coming your way after this.
Masaya po ako ngayon na makakabalik na po ako sa Spiker Set kasi 1 year po akong nawala. Ngayon po, parang sa tingin ko po, kung nung last conference, mas mabibigay ko po ngayon yung best ko kasi marami na po ako natutunan playing for Mapua. Marami na po ako natutunan ngayon na ma-apply ko po ngayon sa Spiker Set.
So, meron po totoong Mapua Cardinal. Yan po ang Cardinal. Lumilipad ho talaga yan. Oh, Alicante put a hand on it, but they were out of control and out of position. And here comes the pull away by the Navigators here in the second.
Biggest lead, perhaps, from the Navigators in Iloilo here in this entire game at 5 points.
Ganda ng serve. What a serve by Kampong. It's an ace. Coach Javier wants to huddle up. Let's tune in. Let's try to listen in to Coach Javier.
Ulit. Ganun ulit. Yung side pa rin yan tatargetin. So dapat yan, maipasa na natin, ha?
Nilalayo nilang i-card.
Ha? O, sige. O. Pasa muna tayo. Pag makapasa, atake naman tayo, ha?
Narahababi lang. Let's go.
Biyahe tayo.
Chichi!
Narinig ko may nagsabi na iniiwas ng Navigators yung bola kay Carlo, and I think they are referring to the libero. That's Carlo de la Cruz, who has been splendid on the floor for Chi-Chi DHTSI. Also coming from the Arellano Chiefs in the NCAA.
Alam mo, grabe din yung program ng Arellano, no? I mean, they have so many contributions. By the way, on the other side, Kampong has begun to get attractive with 7 points based on 6 attacks and 1 ace. You saw one earlier. Diadante pursues. It's dropped cleanly. Deniega. De La Cruz makes it a set. Block. Nowhere to go.
Rash Nursidik was all over that ball. He has been quiet in the attacking department.
Pero itong the Navigators, kaya umabot dito sa bandang third or fourth, battle for third or fourth, it's because of their blocking. Because they have the height and the players to do it. This serve, however, is overcooked. Yes, go ahead, sorry.
Best finish for the Navigators was at 4th place, back-to-back 4th place.
I'm sure they want to crack that to be able to get higher in our conference and our tournament. Deniega is drawn out. Mosera, there he is, back there.
13 serving 19.
What a set. Papaluin ko to. Papunta sa akin. Ganda ng set. Kitang-kita mo no?
Deadly slide attack also for Nursedik. So, isa lang yan sa maraming plays na pwedeng gawin
ito mo.
ng The Navigators throughout our conference.
Ang ganda nun siya. Papunta sa akin. Ayan, no? May nakialam ng dito. So, in the meantime, back to business here. 7-point lead now. This is the biggest lead. Blocked, but out. San Andres beginning to feel good here.
Just 4 points away from equalizing. Mukhang kinailangan lang magising ng The Navigators
na isa.
from set number 1.
Anuhan tayo ng first set. That's rubbed off the block by Alicante. Christian makes that happen. Europe is on the floor for the first time. Interesting name, French. Europe. Siya ba ang setter ngayon? Palagay ko.
I believe he is going to be an outside hitter in this rotation.
Ang bilis! Ang bilis! Alam mo, napansin mo kasi masyadong quiet si Nursedik eh. Sige, mag-iingay na ako. Ang galing niya din sa foot.
That's the beauty of jump sets eh. Nakakalito siya when you're on the blocking end. Kasi pwedeng i-dump ng setter, pero pag sinabayan mo din yan, mapi-free up yung middle blocker.
Paleko, who's on the floor for the first time, misses that serve when he was given a chance to perform. Nursedik comes back quickly to replace him. De La Cruz will pull out Rafi Del Pilar. Now here's the challenge for Chi-Chi as they, with different players on the floor, what kind of chemistry do you have? Yeah. Nicely done by Yoro, who's not going to be a setter here.
First point from Yoro, not the tallest of outside hitters, but look at the adjustment from his end.
Friends, I could fly. And he enjoyed that moment. De La Cruz, Diadante. Oh, yes, sir.
Yun lang. He might be a liability when it comes to the net defense of Chi-Chi DHTSI. So, importante na makapag-break point agad sila.
Kaya tiniinan na agad ni JB sa Magaysay. Malalim yung baon na yun. So, eto tayo. Diadante. Cargado. That is a wonderful serve.
Reception has been the problem for Chi-Chi here in the second set.
Siguro bukas sa training, kakarap sa kanya nitong mga to. Kasi those are the kinds of serves they'll have to deal with here. Nicely done. Better reception. That does not cross, however. Rene Lopez unable to get that through. And that will do it. I failed to mention we were already at set point, but that's water under the bridge as this is completed and we are tied in the set count. We'll wait for the third set. Here's the big score coming up. And it's a take by the Navigators in the second. sets are tied at 1 apiece as we enter the third set. First set going the way of our new team, but in the second set, more assertive, more determined stand by the Navigators, turning back the challenge of our rookie team. And suddenly some familiar figures like Bong, Norsidik, and the others started to percolate and hunt for the side of the Navigators as you check out some of the numbers.
Look at the attacks from the Navigators, 15 compared to the 10. And this time around, they were able to control the serving department by registering 3 service aces. Again, a while ago, they targeted Jonathan Sorio. And yun din yung point kung saan sila kumalas when it comes to the score. And now for CHICHI DHTSI, the question is, how will you bounce back from that set after winning the opening frame? Dito na matetest yung counter adjustments na gagawin nila as a team.
And realization also that there's a certain level of play that you have to bring to this tournament. This is, in a way, ang men's game, ang creme de la creme nandito sa Spikers turf. So you have to respond to that challenge. But I'm thrilled over the fact that, we have spread it out so well. And don't forget that sa Arena Plus, astig sa sports.
Leading scorers for both teams, it's Matt Miguel with 9 and Alicante with 6 for CHICHI DHTSI. For the Navigators, it's still Villamor with 9 and JV Sumagaysay with 7.
Again, you're here at the Inara Sports Arena with Sam Sarmenta, Neil Flores, Noreen Soy Baguio, and this is the first game of our Invitational Conference. And of course, our catchphrase is where power meets passion. You're taking a look at one of our new teams here. It's going by a very long name that we should get used to in time. CHICHI DHTSI Brotherhood Titans. Their core is from San Juan. Of course, they're up against one of our veteran squads here, the Navigators of Iloilo. And we're underway, and San Andres says, hello, hello, hello.
Point number 6 already for San Andres.
Who did not start that?
Yeah. Kaya nga nagulat ako that San Andres will be coming off the bench. But clearly, he is showing that he is going to be one of the go-to scorers this season for the Navigators.
Good save.
Oh, that's 4 touches already.
Oh.
That's the correct call.
Sayang save ni Barbie, actually. Well, who was counting when you're trying to save it, no? So you understand where that went. We're tied at 1. Soria with the serve. Adao is there. And do not leave that space open for Sumagaysay.
That hit was just so fast for JV Sumagaysay. Ganyan naman talaga dapat yung quick attack.
That's blocked. Nowhere to go for Miguel. The double whammy was on him, actually.
I like the discipline that we're seeing from the Navigators. Mads Gampong still helped Norsidik
Good point.
in that block.
Although you might think Norsidik kaya niya mag-isa, but better 2 than 1 in terms of blocking all the time. Sawyer makes it a set. That's again blocked. The blocking cannot be broken down by the Titans.
Passing still problematic from CHICHI DHTSI. Papalit ulit ng libero.
The serve gets some help from the net. It spins off the block. The reverse. That is out. And Gampong gives them a 4-point lead here in the third.
When he goes all out, it's either tatama sa kamay ng defender in the backcourt or tatama sa kamay ng blockers na lilipad na yan palabas.
And Sumagaysay's serve does not arrive at its destination.
That's the 7th service error from the Navigators. Chi-Chi has only registered 1 in that department. But when it comes to the blocking, meron ng 8 kill blocks ang the Navigators. Merong 4 yung Chi-Chi DHTSI.
Oh, that is just a clean tap that works. Here's Gampong, all set to serve. That's long, both long and out of control. 6-3 tally here. We've got Miguel all set to serve. Matthew's serve is in play. On 2. And Dante gets that to connect.
Kanina pa niya inita yung opportunity to get his own points.
No look, kita-kita niya yung
Tachado.
Sakto. Pati yung look away was part of the deception. This is in the corner.
Jonas Lopez will get his first point here in the Spiker's turf of that hit from the left side.
Very deep shot. Beginning to play a little longer into the back row. Good set. Ball spins away. takot na takot yun. Tatamaan ako niyan. Regalo. Papaluin ko yan. Samantala, first technical timeout. We'll be back.
You're still watching the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Sir Seven Neil, the camaraderie that we were talking about earlier came in handy in the huddle after their second set loss for the Chi-Chi Titans. Sabi ni Coach Obit, nawalan sila ng sigla, nawalan din sila ng receive, kaya hindi sila makaset up ng opensa ng maayos. The players themselves also talk to each other, yung mga libero. Sabi nila na kung hindi kayang mablock, pabagalin lang daw yung bola at sila na ang bahala. They continue to trust each other, walang sisihan, collective reset as they go back to the fundamentals here in the third set. But before we go back to the action, we are hearing from our Spikers Turf community from Atmela Archive View. Spikers Turf na. Hashtag Spikers Turf 2024. From Mr. Pago naman, Spikers Turf Day. Okay, and from Billy Boy CPA, Chi-Chi introducing themselves not as rookie but as a contender in the Spikers Turf Invitational. Indeed, we have a lot to look forward here in the Spikers Turf as we head back to the action. Back to you, Sir Seven Neil.
Okay, una Doreen, ang dami mong photobombers dyan sa likod, ha? Mga akala mo hindi nalalagay sa TV ang mga yan. Pangalawa, maraming salamat po sa inyo sa pag-participate through our social media connections with you. And you're right, it is the season of Spikers Turf. We're back.
This is just the first game. Later on, it's going to be VNS versus the Crisscross Game Crunchers.
I will miss you there, but what do you think about that game?
Well, itong VNS, they have been a staple in the Spikers Turf, but we know na laging youngsters yung finifield in ni Coach Ralph. He's really dedicated to, you know, molding young players to become competitive volleyball players. But for Crisscross, we know that they're a very strong team. Heavy favorites, definitely, to challenge Signal again for the crown. But again, this is the Invitational Conference. Meron tayong guest team pagdating ng semifinals.
Should be interesting what team will arrive. That's kept in play. The Niega showing some good volleyball smarts. That's tap. Ooh! Pwede yun, ha? Kung inabutan ni Miguel, second ball siya. Kaso lang, he ran out of real estate. Let's check the score after this replay. Ito.
Veteran smarts plus upper body strength from Mads Kampong just pushing that ball.
Yung habol ni Miguel
True.
tama ako, second ball pala talaga. Kaya niya hinabol eh. Yan po ang ating score. Ba, humiwalay na. Naku, paborito ni Sumagaysay. Ay, si Barbie galing na sa ano. Ang galing na sa pipe attack ni Barbie.
But San Andres stepped on the attack line, so
he
it
did?
will be an illegal attack called on the Navigators.
They want to discuss if they will challenge. They have to do it quickly. Hindi na, lamang sila eh. I don't think they will.
Mukhang nakita din naman ng staff ng the Navigators
Na
that
si Barbie ay tumawid. Jaywalking. Here's Adaw. Bawi-bawi. Villamor with a deep cut into the defense. Now, here's where the mind game of volleyball sets in. You're being down almost 13-8, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta throw up together. And usually it starts not just with passing the ball, but defending well. 12-7 rather than score. Wow, look at that. Now it's 13-7.
everything starts with the first pass. Yan yung mga narinig natin sa timeout ng CHICHI DHTSI, and it's the same problems for them.
Mali, palagay ko, sasabihin uli yan ni Coach Obet.
Pantay mo lagi kung gaano kamalaki sa headline. Ulit. Nakakaibabaw yung spiker. Bakit? Yung effort natin sa ibabaw kulang na. At yung pilitin mo apunin. Hindi mo man siya pa-solid block. Mapabagal mo yung bola, malaking bagay. Unin na sa pasa. Ikaw tatargetin. 99% papunta yung bola sa'yo sa ref sa pasa.
Pasa nawawala na tayo.
Go, ingay! Hey guys. Kaya mo nga doon.
Wala na tayo na-receive. Tapos yung blocking.
You and I know this, Neil, and you play this game at such a high level. Pagka may crisis ng konti, tumatahimik lahat, eh, no? So kung minsan ang call is, oy, ingay tayo. Usap tayo.
Plus yung konting adjustment sa positioning, makakatulong yan sa CHICHI DHTSI. Because when you're on the receiving end, it's hard to backpedal compared na mag-move ka forward.
Yep. That's basic physics in volleyball. Good set. Naku, hindi tinamaan ng tama. Si Norsidik ba to?
It was Mads Kampong wanted to go for a softer touch on the opposite end. Pero lamang pa sila ng 5 here in our third set. Same lead that they had in set number 2.
Which was nurtured to reach as high as 7. That gets some assistance from the net. Villamor. Good stretch that time by Lopez. He uncorks. It's thwarted. And the recycled offense. There's somebody scraping the net. Could be Villamor.
It was Villamor. He apologizes for that mistake. Still have an allowance for errors.
9-13 is the count. Lim serve is in play. Oh, well done.
Wow.
Masterfully done. Norsidik hammering that down.
Then Dante has to recognize that Norsidik is the best blocker, best middle blocker in the last edition of the Spikers term. So, siguro mas makakabuti sa the Navigators kung mas maraming opportunities ang mabibigay kay Nash Norsidik to attack.
Kasi, you know, you tend to forget him. He plays in such a deceptive manner. You end up watching Villamor, Sumagaysay, and you tend to forget about Norsidik. And before you know it, tapos na yung bakit. Napako na niya.
But he already has 8 points, 5 from attacks and 3 from the blocks. So lapit na rin siya in double digits given the amount of sets that he has got.
And we now have the score transformed to 15-10. 10 will be serving right now. Matt Miguel, the lefty. San Andres, good set. Oh, crafty move.
That will be the tendency pag malakas bumalo. Yung spiker, aatras talaga yung defenders.
Hinulugan tuloy. Second technical TO. Back in a moment.
Kung may learnings for the previous conference, siguro yun yung kailangan namin ng panapos. Nakapasok kami ng semifinals pero kinulang. Siguro magiging iba itong conference na to para sa amin kasi may mga additional key players kami and may nawala din. Pero naniniwala ko na yung mga nadagdag na players sa amin is malaking tulong for us.
Ramdam mo yung frustration ni JV Sumagaysay na umabot nga sila sa playoffs pero hindi nga nakatungtong sa podium. But he's hopeful that things will be different this time around. Let's see. In the meantime, this familiar sub-pattern continues for CHICHI and DHTSI. Again, just a quick review. First set went Chi-Chi's way at 25-21. The second set went the other way at 25-16. And here we have a 7-point lead. A repeat of the biggest lead established by the Navigators in that second. Skid to the floor. That's long. Mark Frias is the other libero who wears number 6 para sa kupunan ng CHICHI. Mosera with the 7. Medyo madaling basahin na yung laro ng CHICHI. You know where the sets are gonna go and where they're coming from.
Pag nagda-double sub itong Chi-Chi DHTSI, napapansin ko lang na mas comfortable si Mosera to set up the wings compared
to going down the middle.
Gamble sa gitna.
Yeah.
Kaya siguro nababantayan ng Navigators yung attackers ng Chi-Chi.
So the part of the homework probably in the days ahead before their next match is to work on maintaining stability even if we make changes as Barbie fires away and hindi matanganan na mabuti. Frias unable to get to it. We have Haleko back on the court. Wow, look at the challenge for Chi-Chi. You know their next game, they're going to play against, that is going to be right away on Friday.
Oh, it's going to be against DN Steel FEU.
FEU right away. And right after that, they play Signal.
They will go through the ring of fire.
Wow, yeah. Well, some teams, pag tama ang luto, baka masarap yung barbecue. Diba? And they'll draw out the best from them. They're not a bad team. I think with that much we can conclude. But with some rough spots, if we may, they're down by 8 currently. Oh, that's a better attack. Sorio gets that to find an open space.
It's been a while since we last saw a clean attack from Sorio. That is a welcome gift.
Oh yes, right down
from
in between 2 blockers there.
Pagdating sa attacking department, medyo malayo yung efficiency ng the Navigators. They're at 61% compared to the 5% of CHICHI DHTSI. They were able to convert 2 balls lang out of the 22 attempts here in set number 3.
That's really low. That's wild and long from Diadante. Miguel will return together with Daniega. The familiar two-man sub as Mosera and Yoro march out.
14 serving 21. Serving 13, Daniega.
Daniega. Nicely dumped. Sumagaysay. Sumagasa na naman sa gitna. And watch this. Business as usual for Jamie.
Alam na ni Diandante na pag nasa harap si Dorsidig, nasa harap si JV Sumagaysay, he will have a field day in those quick attacks. Hindi lang pwedeng masyadong idikit sa net. Kasi a while ago, we saw a couple of blocks from CHICHI DHTSI kung saan masyadong pasok na yung mga sets.
Soria gets a point again as he slammed it against the block. And he will be back in the service area, though they are down by 7 right now. Ooh, that doesn't help. We have a new face. Alicando will come in for Sumagaysay. Here's Jeffrey serve. Frias, Daniega. Jaywalking.
Another violation.
Down the net touch or crossing or dati tawag yan crossing. Ayun. So a pull away by the Navigators. And they're at set point. Blocked, but in play. Daniega. Denied, but still in action. Oh, well done.
Alicante getting another point for CHICHI DHTSI. Well, Daniega has been trying. Nakikita naman natin na lahat ng spikers nakakuha ng mga sets. He started with the set from the opposite, from the middle, then to the left pin.
Getting everybody involved. That doesn't work, and they save 2 set points.
De La Cruz will check in for CHICHI DHTSI. He will be the service specialist, defensive specialist throughout this season, I'm assuming.
J.M. Lim is the one replaced. Down the middle, captain play. Miguel denied. And that'll do it for this third set. It belongs to the Navigators.
They cruise through set number 3. Siguro ang kailangan nilang i-work out ng the Navigators ay yung mga service error nila. But other than that, great game from set number 2 to set number 3.
After the first set loss, the Navigators have taken sets 2 and 3, 25-16 and 25-17. Their game is in form right now. They had a shaky start, the Navigators.
Well, ito naman yung Navigators na nakilala natin. We have to remember that they were part of the semifinals cast in the Open Conference alongside Signal, Crisscross. Alam natin yung capabilities nila, and yung set number 2 and 3, yun yung clear indication that they are on a mission in this conference. 3 players in double digits already, the triple threat, Villamor, Gampong, and Sumagaysay, all with 11 markers. And you can already see the discrepancy, lalo na sa attacking department.
Okay.
Only 4 converted attacks from Chi-Chi DHTSI compared to the 12 of the Navigators. They were also able to get 5 kill blocks and 2 service aces. Pero look, out of the 17 points, 13 galing yan sa errors ng Navigators.
Yeah.
That is a big output in the unforced errors category. So hindi yan pwede against higher ranked teams.
Which was the trend of first set pa lang na they had many unforced errors actually. So the onus is on the rookie team, the Titans of CHICHI, whether they can pull across and force a 5th set. And if you're the Navigators, you want to go home already. Might as well take the fight out of this upstart and new team actually.
The Titans need to bring back their energy.
Nung first set, no?
Ang taas ng energy nila nung first set. They were celebrating and they were able to mount that 3-point run in the end. But come the second and the third set, parang nag-fall flat.
Parang naramdaman nila yung diin ng palo ng kalaban, yung blocking ng kalaban. And they, in Tagalog, nasilong ng konti. So it's up to them to bring back that energy you're pointing out so correctly, Neil, as we welcome you to set number 4, day 1 of our Invitational Conference. Diniega, birdie set. Sumagaysay makes his version, and Diniega unable to handle the heat.
Gampong continues to deliver heavy attacks from the Navigator side of things.
Sobra. Talagang pinapapak Sa mga sumusubaybay sa social media, sa Spikers Turf, we welcome you all back. Glad you're there. Alicante connects.
You have to leave everything on the floor, fight fire with fire if you have to.
That's well said.
Because this can be the last set of the game.
Alam mo, kahit titigan ka ni JB Sumagaysay buong araw, titigan mo rin. Sorry, I kept it in play. Do they get it? No, it's still alive. Barber with a good try, but that's going to be 4 touches. Or and it's a double contact also. Natawan na rin si Barber.
Yep. Dalawang beses tumama sa katawan niya.
Sa katawan. There's a cleaner hit. Bang! Blocked. One arm on it by Dayadante. Here's a chance. It's a broken defense.
Oh.
Yes! Well done by Sorio.
That was the right height for Sorio. Nagkagulo yung blockers ng Navigators and Niega ruins. Dito na po, pasok yung low pass setting pag nagkakagulo. Yung blockers on the other hand.
Nag-breakdown yung depensa ng the Navigators. Regalo, hindi na baon. Here comes Dayadante. Diniega kept alive. Regalo, no, they don't force it. Here comes a set. The cut. It's out. Good start by the Titans here in the 4th. Sabi nila, first time natin, ayaw natin umuwi. Anong gagawin natin? Maglalakad tayo sa mall. Patagalin na natin. Dayadante sets. They don't force it. Gampong was there. Here comes Soria. Blasts away. The net does not help him this time. 2 against 4, 4-2. And San Andres will take care of serving at 4 against 2. He likes that serve, no? Hindi na baon ni Lim. Kaya Dante. That's loaded.
Villamor again, delivering a powerful hit. Kaya hindi talaga pwedeng magbigay ng free ball itong Chi-Chi DHTSI. You have to try your best to at least find the right targets para mahirapan man lang ng onte yung set plays ng the Navigators.
Oh, look at this. Matt Miguel continues to score for Chi-Chi. Lim will be serving right now. Lim serve. Ada regalo. Oh! JB could not do anything about that one.
3-point lead for the DHTSI Titans. They are looking to challenge the Navigators into a 5-set thriller.
JB attacks and ends up short. Parang he was distracted downstairs by the skid of Espanso. Their libero.
Make that a 4-point lead for Chi-Chi.
Yeah. Lim is still there. Villamor. Pinabawi si Sumagaysay. It's kept in play. Barbie sends it across. Uh-oh. It's outside already.
Matt Miguel touched the antenna, apparently. Sabi ng first referee.
It happened right in front of him, actually. JB has been around in the Spikers still playing for Army, PLDT. Has played for VNS as well. Good shot. Perfectly done. This is the new bright star, Matt Miguel. Parang it's a younger version of Jade Disquitado, huh? Not because of the mustache, but he has the same striking ability. We arrive at the technical break. We'll be back with more volleyball action here in the Spikers turf.
You're still watching the Spiker Surf Invitational Conference. You guys may be wondering why Vince Himzon is yet to see action for Navi now that we are already here in the fourth set. And a factor to that ay yung kwento niya kanina na he is struggling to adjust sa sistema ng Navi na ibang-iba daw sa sistema na nakasanayan niya sa Letran, especially in blockings. Vince says he is struggling to find the timing with the Navigators. He also admits na may physical toll na pumapasok siya bilang estudyante sa umaga, training sa Letran sa tanghali at training sa Navi naman sa hapon. But of course, we have seen in the Spikers turf what Vince Himzon can do. And I think it's only a matter of time before we see that again. And as the action continues, you can also join in the conversation online by using the hashtag SpikersTurf2024. You can also visit our Facebook and Instagram pages. Sir 7 Neil.
Thank you very much, Rino. Nga pala si Himson, one of the stalwarts of the Letran team. And I think he got an award in one of our conferences. If memory serves me right, I remember the confetti falling on that day. In the meantime, yeah, right. So, struggle, student athlete. Tapos may dalawang team ka. Oh! Wicked shot. That's perfectly done. Villamor with a performance here today.
The Navigators have to chew on the lead kasi pag lumagdag pa yan for Chi-Chi DHTSI, we might just see ourselves in a fifth set.
Adjust in the air. The blast. I'm not going to hit that. De La Cruz. In the air we go. Oh, Kyle Villamore. Kyle was a silver medalist in the PNBF Champions League in 2024. He's one of our new young finds. Started playing at 12 years old. Very tall, 5'10".
Ang ganda din ng contact point. You can clearly hear na solid yung contact point niya every time he goes.
That's a very
for
good
an
observation. Parang tunog pa lang alam mo
Yeah.
kakagat eh, di ba? Merong mga pumapalo, alam mo hindi solid yung bang eh. One more time around the block for Kyle Villamore. Here's Miguel rather. San Andres got to it. Villamore!
Again, finding zone 1 open. Ang lawak ng range niya when it comes to choosing angles.
Ilang points na siya?
That's why he already has 16 big points. 13 coming from attacks and 3 from blocks.
Adjustment in the air. Espanso, their other libero. Oh! Teammates fighting for it.
That is surprising, knowing the fact na matagal na sila magkakasama. You would assume na magkatinginan pa lang, alam mo na kung sino yung kukuha ng bola.
Lalo na third ball na eh, no? Pa-out na eh.
Stable pass.
Alicante allows it to hit out. Chi-Chi hanging on with a 3-point lead. Down in the set count, 2-1. Here comes Rafi Del Pilar. It sails in cleanly. The tap by Barbie. The recycled offense. It's off the defense.
Soria was in the right
Yeah,
position. As a
exactly.
sweeper, you have to anticipate these high check balls coming from the front line. Yun nga lang, ang bilis lang at ang taas talaga ng rebound ng atake ni Ben San Andres.
Norsidic serve lands in the net. And Chi-Chi hangs on to a 3-point lead. Here's Freddy Diniega.
The Navigators, you have to consider their unforced errors in their game. Again,
Oh,
13
absolutely.
in set number 3.
Soria
That's more
kept-
than half.
Soria kept it in play. And Alicante gets that to work. They now have a 13-9 lead. Excuse me, hindi nagpipiro itong Chi-Chi. They're here to play.
Intention was clear on that push.
Oh, flight by San Andres. Denied landing space. That's blocked. And that's in. And the point will belong to the Navigators. Kim Deodante all set to serve. He usually loads up. Not this time. I think he hesitated whether he would go full force or cut it. He ended up short.
Service error number 16 for the Navigators.
Talaga,
Yes.
16. So they've given away points via that route, huh?
Lopez will now set for the Navigators.
He's back on the floor. Had a brief stint earlier. Alicante. Down the middle with JB Sumagaysa. San Andres will be serving. One-hander. Problematic set there. It started with a problematic set and the attack was not clean. Well, Deniega, to be fair, was forced into that one-handed set.
Lead is down to 2 for Chi-Chi DHTSI.
Here's San Andres. Hits the net. Ilan na? 17. 17. Well, you know, one part of you says they got to work on it. Another part says, well, they're targeting something, so it's bound to happen. San Andres got to it. The middle is open, but they cover it. The wallop. San Andres right there. The set. The blast. Oh! Deniega unable to elevate it. Villamor apologizing.
Nearing the 20-point mark, he has been so productive for the Navigators. Looking to erase this 2-point lead.
Alam mo sa larong volleyball, siyempre players apologize when that happens. Pero pag tinamaan ka, sandali lang ang sakit kuminsan no? Unless you twist the ankle or something, diba? Pero bola lang. Wow, hey, look at this. We're at the second technical timeout and we still have the Titans ahead slightly.
Siyempre, since kami yung bagong team, kami yung underdog. And hindi kami nag-expect ng sobrang taas na team. So, parang inuunti-unti lang namin. And talagang sinasabi lang naman namin sa sarili namin na kung gusto namin may mapatunayan, kailangan namin paghirapan, pagpapaguran namin. And every game naman, parang gano'n naman dapat. Dapat binibigay niyo yung best.
And they have so far here in their debut game. They took the first set, in case you're joining us a little late, 25-21, but the last two sets have belonged to their opponents, the Navigators from Iloilo. However, can they force a fifth? Problemado. I knew it. The set, and yeah, it's an illegal attack actually. And look at this, 4-point lead. Is it enough? The set. Sawyer got to it. He wants it back. Good read. Good read. Yes. Ganun dapat, nagsisigawan kayo. Outside.
And alam na nila na mapupunta yung sets kay Sore. So he just really did his best to score off the hands of Nursidik and Gampo.
You know, Sori was tempted to go for it, but a teammate, he heard a teammate shout out loud outside. Let's tune in if we can. Navigators trying to rouse themselves into roaring back here in the tail end of set number 4, 18-13 is the current score. Here's one of the new good finds here, Matt Miguel with the serve. That's blocked. Soria is playing so well here in the fourth.
As I mentioned, he is not a stranger to the Spikers turf. Even in his former club team, siya din naman talaga yung go-to and top scorer. And now, Sorio is leading CHICHI DHTSI. Just a few points away from sending us to a fifth. Welcome back, Spikers turf, if that happens. Uh-oh.
Jonathan Nathan Sorio, rather, also from San Juan. City, started playing at 10 years old at college at PUP. And he's also played in the Spikers turf. And I'm sure he's happy to be back where he belongs. In the meantime, the serve plays in cleanly. Combination neutralized by the block. Deniega. Sorio. Not this time, however.
Nowhere to go that time around. Nakakailan ka na. Sabi ng Navigators, teka lang. Subukan namin bumalik.
Alam mo, your mind is talking and you don't want to trash talk what you're saying. Kanina ka pa eh. Kanina ka pa eh. Santa Maria. Sorio. The whip.
Yeah. There was a net touch.
And look at this. CHICHI Brotherhood Titans looking good here. They have a 7-point lead.
Pagbalikan ng Navigators itong game na to, when they review it, makikita na lang talaga nila na yung errors yung dumali sa kanila dun sa mga sets na naitalo nila.
Yeah. Oh! Matt Miguel pushing them forward here. They're in the home stretch of this court, and timeout, understandably, has been called by the Navigators, who are unmistakably falling apart here.
Pagka malayo, alanganin kayo, tama nyo na. Para doon sa likod yung bola. Saka magsalita kayo, malayo pa yan.
Tayo. Ako po.
Sige, sige.
Abulo, isa-isa mo ba?
22-14 is the current count in the fourth. Well, there are days like this, Neil. Well, there are 3-set days, there are 4-set days, and there are opening days with 5 sets. Of course, if you're the Navigators, you want to arrest that right now. Alicante, good track down by De La Cruz. The reverse set. Oh, that's clean. That's perfectly done.
That was a risky set from Deniega. Reverse set for the back row player in Matt Miguel. But Espanso was not ready for the pickup.
I think that also surprised the other side more than anything else. 23-14. William Moore not to be denied. This is a nice new find, William Moore. Another one of those bright diamonds just beginning to shine here. Kyle with the serve. Alicante, gets it off the block and they arrive at set point.
Smart hitting from Alicante. I believe that was his 11th point of the match. Kung papipiliin ka nga naman, kanino mo padadaanin, sa best middle blocker ba or dun sa mas maliit na setter? Of course, you would go to the setter kasi mas malapit din yung kamay niya dun sa antena.
Set point here. One set point save. One set point save. Haleko will be serving. Deniega, Lim. It's still alive. It did not touch the ground. And it touches the ground on the other end. And 2 set point save.
Chi-Chi DHTSI just needs one more point.
Which sometimes can feel so far away.
Dun pa tumatagal pag last one na. Perfect pass there.
Alicante.
Going deep.
When you relish that, and we are going 5 here. And this tells you that Spiker's term is indeed black. We're going the full length. And why not, as our rookie team ties up the count. First set going their way. They lost the second and the third and have retaken the fourth. And we'll decide who wins this one in the fifth in just a short while. Ang tawag ko dito, Spiker's Turf. Welcome back.
Well, we here for it.
We tease each other about 5 sets, but you know, pag maganda yung laban talaga, okay yan. At lumalaban itong CHICHI DHTSI Brotherhood Titans. They've tied the count at 2 sets apiece.
Well, the triple threat of Chi-Chi DHTSI did the damage in set number 3. I'm talking about Matt Miguel, Jonathan Sorio, and Alicante, having 16, 12, and 12 respectively. And for the Navigators, you can just see Villamor trying his best.
Oh, parang siya lang ang nag-heavy lifting nung fourth, pero yung pagkabuhay ng laro ni Sorio, malaking bagay para sa Titans.
Again, the errors, mas madami na namang naitala ang the Navigators, 8 compared to the 3 of Chi-Chi DHTSI. And as for the attacking, ito yung surprising because we know that the Navigators is a team na malakas umatake. They always convert, not just in the first point of attack, but also in transition. So yan yung hindi natin nakita. Nag-loosen up din yung depensa nila in the latter part of set number 4. So it's now or never for both teams. You want to start out your campaign in the Invitationals with a win because the road is going to be rough.
Yung sabi mo nga sa format is a single round, ano? So in a way, short tournament.
I guess nakakatulong din yung mindset na walang expectations. You just need to bring your A game every single time. And eventually, you will get rewarded by a win. But let's see, it's going to be a race to 15.
At maiksi lang ito. Mabilis lang ito.
Yung mga numbers ng errors na nakita natin kanina, 8, 13, hindi na yan pwede here in the fifth set. You have to play as clean as possible.
Saka madalas sa fifth set, sino yung makauna? Sino yung unang i-score ng sunod-sunod, lalo na sa early part. So the serve belongs to the Navigators. We've got Jerome Lopez all set to get us going here in the fifth and deciding set. Here we go. That's blocked and hit out. Alicante with the rampa.
Nagsimula na. Now it's about time for the setters na mamorsyento.
Yeah, I agree. Villamor nearly falling, and he did. They regain their stand-up position. Soria, no whistle, we play on! There's a challenge. There's bound to be a challenge. And our referee in the perch acknowledges the challenge here. They feel it's a black touch, no?
Based on our vantage point, feeling ko hindi nahawakan. I may be wrong.
Now the challenges matter in a fifth set, no? Because it's so short, you want to get every point, replay points at certain junctures, especially this one, because this was called when the ball was live.
Plus the fact na dalawa lang yung challenges.
Yep.
You can use one early on, but you might need an extra challenge
Sa dulo.
pagdating sa dulo. And we've seen that time and time again na nauubos yung challenge early on. Pagdating sa end game, na kailangan mo, wala ka nang ma-pull out na challenge.
Both sa spikers in the PBL.
Yeah.
Now we've seen that. So, yung tawag ng challenge is strategic also eh. Am I calling it at the right moment? We may not get the call, but do I get the players to calm down here? So many things also coming into play here. The coaches are actually smiling at each other here, direct. Ayan, ito na. Palagay mo nila. Tila wala, no?
Well, it hit the tape of the net.
Yes.
But I guess since naka-arm sleeves, hindi makita yung impact ng bola dun sa forearms. But there was a block touch according to our challenge video. So the Navigators will lose one challenge opportunity. And CHICHI DHTSI will hold on to a 2-point lead.
Plus the point, di ba? 2-0 ang count. Oh, but they got stalled, I think, too much. One against two. Every point crucial here. Day one. Game one. Here's San Andres. De La Cruz. Soria had a good fourth set. Regalo. They try to pounce on it. They unable to pierce it through. Ball is still in play. Here's a chance to attack. Playable. It becomes a set. Good pick up by Alicante. Sorio block solidly.
Best block of the game, I would say.
Plus the Sumagaysay scowl after.
No entry, says JV Sumagaysay.
You know, you love the look right after.
De La Cruz was anticipating that block, pero ang bilis lang talaga ng balik ng bola.
The slow-mo does not give justice to the speed in which it was delivered. You know, if you're Chi-Chi here, you can't blink. Can't get intimidated. That looked like it's going out, but you're committed. You fire away. It's in the air. Adam. Into the middle. Good stretch by the libero, De La Cruz. Oh! Soria coming to form here.
The Navigators paid for that botched pass from the free ball.
Kaya ka ba nag-react?
Nabitin kasi yung pasa eh. Usually, pag mga free ball, non-negotiable na yan for liberos. Kailangan mahatid ng tama dun sa setter's box so that you can run your own combination play.
Good point. Serving at 3 against 2. Tight. That's too tight. That's so tight. That's too near the net there. Chi-Chi jumps out to a 2-point lead. You don't see how precarious that was, how close it was to the net. But you can sort of feel it. This one is a better set. That down the line strike works. And William Moore continues to score. May 20 ba ito today? Tingin mo.
I believe so. I think he's at 19 already. Or if not, baka nasa 20-point mark na siya eh.
Alicante. That's not going anywhere. We're tied at 4.
Soria has to play it smart.
Hindi mo pwedeng panggigilan ngayon eh.
Tsaka tinatatlo na siya ng The Navigators. So lumiliit yung space niya for these angles.
Tsaka kita mo si Soria wala siyang hulog eh. Ayaw niya ihulog eh. Reverse. Nicely done on the coverage downstairs. Better still. Alive, but no, the ball died in the water. And the lead now belongs to the other side.
19 points officially for Villamor.
20 is just around the corner. Here's a Magaysay. Sorio. Nahirapan siya. Neil, ha? Covered siya. Kanina, nung fourth set, nakawala siya. That is... Yep, it'll go the other way. Do they challenge?
Will they use their last challenge card? Yes.
They will.
They will challenge for a block touch. Yes, there was a block touch. Kaya confident din si Santa Maria to ask for a challenge. Point will go to the Navigators.
Alam mo, ang hirap sumenyas ng challenge, ano? Daming motions, ano? Sabi ko nga dito sa mga referee kaibigan natin, dating araw, sa kamay na lang. Pero ito, naka-pull away ang the Navigators, ha? Lamang ng dalawa kanina, ang Titans. Pero the blocking is just so solid. Alanganin. Good stretch by Lopez. Villamor spins on the net. Sumagaysay got to it. 3-ball. Sorio. Did he get it? No.
Too wide for Sorio.
May hanong gigil na rin
Just like that, tatlo na ang
Jonathan.
lamang ng Navigators.
And most of them were on defensive measures against Sorio. Yorong and Del Pilar look like they're on the way in. Yep. Daniega is still going to be the setter here. But it is a 3-point lead by the team in blue. Here's JV Sumagaysay. The set, alanganin. Nalunod sa ere doon. Recycled offense, blocked. And that'll make it 8-4 as we will change sides here.
Blocking might just be the saving grace for the Navigators. We change courts. They will hold on to a 4-point lead. Again, for our tournament format in this edition of the Invitational Conference, we do have 10 competing teams who will play out a single round robin format, and the top 4 teams will enter the next round of competition. That will be the semifinals, and come the semifinals, it's still going to be a single round robin format where the guest team joins the top 4. The top 2 teams will enter the championship, and the rank 3 and rank number 4 teams will enter the battle for third. Again, it is going to be a winner-take-all final round for the Invitational
Parang nangyari
Conference.
sa atin nung sa Premier Volleyball League, ano? We had a one-game showdown between Signal and Creamline, but this is still undecided. 8-4 count. JV all set to serve. Lands cleanly. Regalo pounced upon by Noor Sinik. Sorio will return. Yorong is drawn out. Biglang humiwalay na Neil itong the Navigators. Lamang nung
5
umpisa.
points.
Oo.
That's a big lead.
Oo, sa
In the
5th
fifth
set.
set.
Yes, indeed. It's a difficult table to turn, actually. Oh, nearly a point that time. And look at this string of points now happening for the Navigators, who are asserting themselves.
There's just more balance from the attacking of the Navigators compared to CHICHI DHTSI. Again, yung middle center connection, yan yung pinaka-importante na ma-establish nila as they go along, kasi yun yung pinapakita ng the Navigators. A while ago, you saw the VNS Griffins preparing for their showdown against the Criss-Cross King Crunchers.
They're beginning to see it in Chi-Chi, hindi biro, ha? Mga kalaban natin to. Oh, well done. Miguel. Mac Miguel makes that happen. It's been a while since they scored.
Double sub for Chi-Chi DHTSI. Jolas Lopez will check in alongside Mosera.
Yeah. It's been a familiar pattern for the Titans. Wow, cleanly done. And that's 20.
Alam niya kung paano niya i-conserve yung energy niya eh. Well, when we talk about Villamor, he knows when to go for power, he knows when to go for cut shots. That's why he has been the most efficient attacker for
That's well said, yeah. That's
Coach Del Moro.
In the meantime, we have a break in the action as a timeout is called by the Titans.
Nakita niya kasi, Jolas, na binitaw mo yung gilid. Ulit, ilan pa yan? Apat pa gagawin nila, pwede pa natin kapitan yan. Pasa muna tayo, ha? Pasa. Tuwala ka. Pag-alanganin lang. Tuwala ka sa'yo.
Anong nangyayari kaya hindi ka nakakadepensa, pumapasok ka sa loob? Dapat mag-down the line, kasi dito nga pinapagod.
Coach Javier making crisis volleyball sound so simple here, huh? 4 points, kaya natin nabulin yan. But it's actually a 6-point lead. But if they can come in a little closer, things could change. But it's 11-5. If you're the Navigators, you don't want to miss the finish line here. In play. Oh, don't put Nursiding in the middle. He will burn you.
That's the benefit of having an aggressive middle blocker in Rational Sidik.
And Titans now just falling apart here.
Passing still the problem for Chi-Chi DHTSI.
Now they've got to learn also how to play in crisis, you know, even when things are not going well. Let's try to sneak in.
Ganun ba kakarga yung bola? Hindi. Ibigay na nga sa atin yung bola eh.
Pwede nga kamay ni.
Ha? Tamang pasa lang muna. Saka tamang set tayo, ha? Pwede pa yan. Wala pang 15, no? Wala pang 15, no? Sige, sige. Go.
Some optimism despite the apparently gloomy situation for our rookie team. Sino nga yung susunod nilang kalaban? Ito. Yung FEU.
Yeah.
And down the line, they have Signal next.
FEU was the champion in the recent Men's V-League Collegiate Conference. Silver medalist yung Lasal. So they earned their right to be part of our Invitational Conference.
So para sa marami rito, no, parang prep nila for the volleyball tournaments
early next year.
Even the NCAA, you know. And Villamor and company are just going to down as we arrive at match point.
Yun yung mga pinakamahirap depensahan, yung mga deep, long balls.
At saka pag ganito na ang lamang sa'yo, bigat ng balikat mo eh. Blocked. Ouch. Oh, well done by San Andres. And we are done here.
Quick thinking from Lopez, and he saves the day for the Navigators as they win here in the opening day of the Spikers Invitational Conference. 1-0 for the Navigators.
And a 5-set win at that, but nothing but lessons for Chi-Chi DHTSI. So much to take away from them. We'll try to recount some of those lessons. And we'll show you the final score. We went the full route here today in game number 1. First set going the way of Chi-Chi. They took the fourth, lost the second and the third, and the fifth as well. So we'll be wrapping this up very shortly, and we'll be right back.
Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. A 5-setter for the opening game of our opening day? Why not? And the opening win belongs to the Navigators Iloilo. And I'm here with the best player of the game, Kyle Villamor. Kyle, congratulations sa panalo. Pag-usapan natin yung game na yon. Nakuha ng Chi-Chi yung panalo sa first set. Nakuha nyo yung susunod na pangalawa. Tapos nakuha ulit ng Chi-Chi yung panalo sa fourth set. And in the fifth set, actually, nag-start na malapit yung game. Pero ano yung ginawa niyong regrouping, adjustments para mas makalayo at makuha yung panalo?
Number one na ginagawa po talaga namin is communication. Parang sa game naman, wala naman talagang perfect game. Hindi naman kami perfect na may execute namin lahat ng mga tinraining namin. Pero sa communication nakapag-adjust kami, kaya nakuha namin yung panalo po.
Doon sa communication, maraming nawala. Meron ding mga nadagdag sa team. Kamusta yung experience ng paglalaro kasama tong lineup nito, yung mga nadagdag sa team, at paano mo nakikita yung takbo ng team ninyo moving forward dun sa mga susunod yun na laro?
Masaya na malungkot po kasi syempre pag may nawawala, parang another adjustment na naman. Pero good thing po sa bagong mga nadagdag, mas nagko-connect sila sa amin, mas madaling nagko-connect kasi parang kami mga bata, madali kaming nakakapag-adjust kasi ginaguide kami ng mga matatanda po.
Very well said. Thank you so much and congratulations sa iyo at sa The Navigators Iloilo. Kyle, we look forward na makita pa kung ano yung performance ninyo sa susunod na games. But for now, we send it over to you, Sir Seven Neil.
Daming photobomber sa likod. Ano? Kala mo, di lumalabas sa TV itong mga ito. Pero great performance by Kyle. It was so impressive and it was decisive actually.
Let's give them their flowers. Again, Villamor with 21 big points. He was the most consistent player on the floor for the Navigators. And just looking at the set 5 stats, kaya naman pala maglaro ng malinis ng Navigators.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no perfect team, but we know na yung errors na nakuha nila in sets number 1, in sets number 4, hindi yun yung usual numbers kasi that's why umabot tayo sa 5th set. But at the end of it all, it was still the veterans winning that game in 5 sets. Getting control of the attacking department and blocking department. Yun talaga yung magiging edge ng The Navigators in this conference.
At saka alam mo, iba talaga yung nakauna ka sa 5th set, no? Ang hirap habulin pagka naunahan ka. Okay, just a few more things to do. And this is going to come up next. Okay, the last thing I will say is thank you, Neil Flores and Doreen Suwaybagyo. Thank you for joining us. A 5-set win in the first game by the Navigators. We'll see you in a short while for our second game that's coming up next as we open the Spikers Turf here today.